much. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I'd like to make this a very special night for me because I've been travelling around Australia for about 35 years, and I came to the Gold Coast and I thought I'd retire. And now I'm back in the saddle again tonight. I'd very much like to thank Perry for allowing us to bring an entertainment up here to kick us off again. And I'd like to thank you also for putting the keg on, and I'd like to thank you, and I'm particularly Lee Nielsen and Richard Webb. I just want to explain how the show goes together. We were going to start the show tonight with 16 beautiful girls running stark naked across the stage through the door. Following that car chase, and to cut that little bit because Billy McMahon has given Rosemary the car keys. So instead of that, we're going to have on stage here, we'll have Ellie McLeodis, and we'll have Natalie Loosemore, and we'll have Eleanor. They're going to do for us the dance of the seven virgins. Guitar dance completely from memory. Now every night we ask the venue to put a cake on, so thank you for drinking that off, but we can't have drinks all night, otherwise they have to knock the place down and put a bypass straight through. So if you want to drink during the action of the show, put your hand up and we'll try to get someone to look after you, or we'll break the show, but please understand, when we break the show, we break it for the shortest possible time. The intervals will actually only be 5 minutes or so. So please do understand that when you go out, smoke a cigarette, smoke a joint, do whatever you do, we'd like to get back in as quick as you can, okay? June Alexander is inviting everyone to share their joint. Okay, where is she? This is a little song about sexual depravity. We're actually only doing this because Mandy Bacon asked for it, okay? Anyone with a college education, this will go completely over your head, so Paul Macbeth, you're dead. Okay. There is a mistaken impression that I know everybody's name in the room. It isn't actually true. I will admit, I might mention Mark and Kerry Paradise because they're very posh. But you can't mention the Paradises without mentioning the Bacons, otherwise Mandy will say, oh shit, didn't get to mention the going okay? So what we're going to do, we want to have a lot of fun tonight, but I want to introduce you to my mate Brian, the very talented Mr. Brian Pinard. Here he is. We'll get lots of opportunities. We've left enough space here to have a little dance, a little bit of a party as we go. Now Brian is going to do everything on that guitar that is legal and discreet. And tonight, to let you know the kind of guitarist that he is, have you ever heard Tommy Emmanuel play? Yes, well so has Brian. So now we're going to do a little song just to set the tone of the evening. This is a little song about sexual depravity. We're actually only doing this because Gail O'Brien asked for it. Just a little atom of chlorine. Swimming in the deep blue sea, taking the sea just as fun. Listen, Lee Nielsen, I should be asking questions. She's got the shape or the size of her outside shell. It's fun to wine lies, just a little atom of steel with an unfilled shell. But somewhere in that deep blue sea, looks handsome, so you look just like Jetsy. Looking good, Jetsy, with an up like drums in his outside shell. That's better than no one. Yes, somewhere in this great big sea, there's a negative She's stuck. I'll tell you what, I'll have one of these sparklies. I'll have one of them. They've got less sparkly, she's good choice. Okay, now, are you all prepared to have a good time? Yes! Okay. All right, well, June Alexander is the good time that has been had by all. And so, I did that. But anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're going to ask you to take a few minutes, go out, inspect the plumbing, water the horses, cycle the bike, and do whatever you have to do. For goodness sake, have a pen, Mick McHugh. Ladder's got a bit full, the sport de jour open, Mick. Okay, June thought that was very funny. June, but she says to John, she says to Big John, the big dragoon, I was a big dragoon. She says, John, you're drinking too much, He said, no, I'm not. She said, yes, you are. She said, you've been to the bar 6 times, people talk. He said, no, they're not. He said, I just keep telling them it's for you. I've got a little dedication song for someone. Before we start, a little dedication song for someone who's over the hill and gaining speed. When he has a birthday, the candles cost more than the cake. Where's the rest of your party? Where's your mate?
Go for the baby.
Huh?
Go for the baby.
Well, I'm not going to sing that song because it's about me. We'll keep it for later. Okay. Alright, again, inspect the plumbing, water the horses, do whatever you have to do, get back, tuck everything in, get your sense of humour out, let's have a bloody good night. Go down. Okay. Been me for quite a while, it's been quite difficult getting it out. And I asked if I could advertise it, and Perry said, ooh, she said you better be a bit discreet. So I wrapped it. A nifty little number about all those things that make life just that little bit more interesting, like sex, death. Not that there's a lot of difference between sex and death, except that with death you can do it alone and no one's going to make fun of you. Not particularly worried about death. Death is not a problem, I just don't want to be there when it happens. Sex is not a problem either. The only problem with sex is getting it, as Mick McHugh will agree. So as far as I'm concerned, sex is a pain in the neck, and if it's a pain anywhere else, we're doing it wrong, Mick. That's a very nice piece on how to get the most out of sexual harassment and having fun with necrophilia. Oh, that's a little Italian girl lives in our street. We call it passion, power, greed, and fury. It's a cookbook. Has a heroine, which nowadays is synonymous with dope. Her name is Naphthalene McFungus. Her middle name is Thyroid. She doesn't have a problem, she has rather a long neck, but that doesn't matter because her ear's covered. So we tell the story of Naphthalene and her husband, Clam Dip. He has a bit of a problem too. Could we just ask to turn the mobile phones off, please? Please turn your mobile phones, it makes such a difference. Okay? His name is Clam Dip. He has a bit of a problem, he has rather a lot of unruly hair in his nose. Not as much as Brian Battleman, but some. Okay. So we travelled extensively. We flew right round. I flew right round through Paris. I can't remember much about any of the places we stayed. Paris. Well, I can't remember much about Paris except passing through Paris in a large coach, and the coach driver saying at the moment, we're now passing the world's most famous brothel. And I said, why? In fact, it was in Paris I first ran into Macbeth over there in a stripper's bar. Well, I didn't actually run into him, but I trod on his tongue. Oh, Bronwyn, how did you get one like that? Okay, so anyway, we travelled around. We went down through Spain, into Torremolinos. I can't remember much about Spain except the hotel, and the little boy and little girl, and the swimming pool, and the little boy said to the little girl, are you a virgin? And she said, no, not yet. He said, I'm going to duck you. She said, don't be bloody ridiculous, you can't even say it right. Then she said, what is that? He said, that's mine. He said, can I play with it? She said, can I play with it? He said, no, just because you've broken yours. Then we went across to New York. It was so cold in New York, even the flashes were saying it's so cold. Do you mind if I describe myself? Down through Mississippi to a beautiful picnic in Mississippi. Can you boys sit down for me, please? Just sit on a chair for me, please. Sit like a normal person, please. There's a chair around the back of the screen there, please. Enjoy. Yeah. Sit down so no one notices you. Anyway, so there you are. We went down through Mississippi. We went to a beautiful picnic. Everyone came to meet us, all dressed in country costume. One girl came dressed as a turkey, and her boyfriend who was trying to get it off, he came as sage and onion, but she didn't get the point. Another fellow turned up without his bride. He said, "Where is she?" He said, "I shot her, Paul." He said, "You shot her?" He said, "Yes, she was a virgin, Paul." Father said, "You shot your bride because she was a virgin? That's terrible." And the grandfather, who understands these sort of things, he said, "Oh no," he said, "it ain't so bad." He said, "She ain't good enough for old folks, she ain't good enough for us." That's a sort of a Bow Desert joke. Shut my mouth! Oh, Kerry Higgins understands that from the jokes, yeah. Kerry Higgins is an example of what happens when cousins marry. Margaret's the guy. Margaret said Kerry Higgins is a model husband. It's just a pity he's not a working model. Anyway, so we went across to San Francisco. I had a terrible accident. We flew right round the whole time with Qantas. We thought that was the right thing to do, but we didn't realise all the airlines got little private jokes going. I mean, you think they got those funny names because you think like Qantas stands for... No, it doesn't stand for that. Qantas stands for queers and nymphomaniacs trained as stewards. So we used Qantas a lot. We started off from Perth a few years ago when Ansett was going. Well, we found out why Ansett crashed. It was because people thought Ansett stood for another new sadistic experience to try. Then we went to the Philippines. We used Garuda. Hard to believe, even Garuda is in on the joke. Garuda is just a government airways ruined under Dutch administration. When we went to Italy, we didn't use Alitalia because they're always late in takeoff, always late in arriving. And I never use Virgin Airlines because I won't use any airline that won't go all the way. Travel extensively. We went right across through San Francisco. When we flew out from San Francisco using Air New Zealand because the hostesses offered that little bit extra. In fact, there was a bit of turbulence and the head stewardess had to explain to the other stewardess that when the passenger's a bit sick, he had to put his head between his own legs. At 2 o'clock in the morning we left, at 5 o'clock in the morning all the lights came on in the cabin. This fellow over the aisle, he said, "Who turned the fucking lights on like that, see?" The hostess didn't turn it on. She said, "No, sir, not the fucking lights, the breakfast lights. The fucking lights were half an hour ago, you slept right through those." We went down to New Zealand because we were doing some research for the book. We wanted to find out the 3 good reasons for having sex with a sheep. And they are that they never have a headache, they're always in the mood, and you can eat them afterwards. And then we went across to Melbourne for 3 weeks, but it was closed. And then we went to Perth. I live in a very nice area in Perth. It's near the university. It's where all the best bankers and bisexuals live. Not that I'm saying that the lady next door to us is a banker. But she's doing a lot of late night trading. I said to her, "What does it mean to you to be a bisexual?" And she said, "Not very much, but it's been doubling my chances for a date on Saturday night." We moved there because we wanted my eldest boy to go to this very nice school. The headmaster has a very interesting theory in education, which I'll pass on to you for what it is worth, and it is this. If you have any children and you get them to run 3 miles in the morning and 3 miles in the afternoon, by the weekend they could be 42 miles away. He deals a lot with emotionally disturbed children. His theory with an emotionally disturbed child is this. He gets it to sit on a chair, he climbs up on another chair, he gets a big book on child psychology down, and he smacks it on the head. He said, "You can always tell an emotionally disturbed child in my school because it's got a very short neck." It turns out a lot of the feminine gas fitters are like it. You wouldn't have gas fitters here in Tallow, but it's a very old suburb where we live, and we do have gas fitters, and the gas fitter is the fellow who comes around to check for the gas leaks, and he has a stunned expression, a box of matches, and no eyebrows. My wife loves me. She doesn't jump with us now. She doesn't jump with us now because I'm sorry to say, although I love my job, very hard on a lady to do this kind of work. Sad to say she is no longer as well as she should be. No, that's not true. There's nothing my wife enjoys quite so much as a spot of ill health. If you're not sure what's wrong with her, you just ask her. If she hasn't got it, she'll get it for you. She's so worried about insomnia she can't sleep. But we took her to Melbourne to motorbook. We took her for a little boat trip on the Arrow. She was only out 5 minutes. She had scurvy. We took her down to the house. It was a very cold winter. She went down out of the house to get the wood and she came up too quick. She had the bends. But she has a very nice doctor. He's just 28. He just retired. I didn't realise I was supporting him. He retired on the proceeds of a pregnancy test, which gives a very good positive reading. He has a little rubber stamp. He stamps it on their stomach and says, "Come back if you can read that in 3 months without glasses." He's a sort of general surgeon come gynaecologist. Well, he wanted to be a brain surgeon, but he wasn't quite tall enough. But my wife thinks he's good. If she thinks he's good, he's good. I trust my wife's judgment. I mean, we've been married 17 years. I said to her father, "Look, I'd like your daughter for my wife." He said, "Okay, bring your wife round, I'll let you know." But this surgeon that works for her is unbelievable. He did an operation here in my pancreas about 7 months ago. I came out from the ward and I said he came into the ward, he said, "It's going to cost $1,000. I said, "So what do you think I've got?" He said, "Well, for starters, I hope you've got $1,000. He said, but he's exceptional. But as we travelled around, we've been right around, and we came back and we stopped in Perth, in Neglands, in a nice area in Perth, near the university. And it's really a very nice thing. But everywhere we go, we have the most fantastic parties. And the lady who lives next door to us, she gave a party, but she has this condition called terminal neatness. She says, "My house is so clean you can eat off the floor." I said, "You can eat off the floor in our place, like sauce, mustard, what do you fancy? Go me alone." I mean, our house is a total experience. I mean, we have a ring around the bath you can stand a drink on. I mean, all our flies have got asthma. She says, "I can't stand these flies." I said, "Oh, don't worry about them, we'll get you some new ones next week." When you go to her place, you have to have the party in the garden because you can't go in the house because the floor's like bowling lanes, all the carpets bouffant. All the armchairs and sofas are encased in transparent plastic slip covers. It's like sitting on the shower curtain. They just spill a drop. He's shitting on a shower curtain. I nearly said shitting. Oh, that nearly slipped out. But Sandra Burr was the only scumbag that picked it up. But it's like sitting on a shower curtain. If you spill a drink, you're trapped. It's not going anywhere. But her house is so clean. It's not like all the desserts are served with a dash of detergent, so the dishes gleam when she's washing up. I mean, it's not like when you go to Ali Thompson's house, you have to take your own bloody detergent. Have you ever been to Ali Thompson's house? It is so clean. She even has a piece of newspaper under the cuckoo clock. And when it's 12 o'clock, she sits in front of it saying, "Don't go, me Julie, don't go." But George Thompson told me, he said, "Ali's cooking, her toast has to be scraped to be believed." He said, when she bakes a cake, she bakes 2 cakes, a little cake and a big cake. When the little one's burnt, the big one's done. She takes all the ingredients out of the packet, slams them in the ovens, turns all the knobs, 45 minutes later, there they are, having a fight down the takeaway in Urbina. We have a wonderful time. Everywhere we go, when we were in Hollywood, we were told whoever plays Nathalie McFungus in our book is going to become a star overnight. And that's where you become a star overnight, Hollywood. It just depends on who you're with at midnight. In fact, the original Cinderella was not a little German girl. She can just tell you a really wrong joke. The original Cinderella was not a little German girl. She was a movie actress. And she said to her fairy godmother, and there are a lot of fairy godmothers in Hollywood, she said, "I have to go to this big ball, it's one of Steven Spielberg's. I don't know, and I've got nothing to wear." And the fairy godmother said, "No worries, a little bit of cobweb, magic wand on the gold dress." She said, "But I got nothing to travel in." "Not a problem. Dog kennel, magic wand, lovely golden limousine." She's finding stuff around the house, she's spinning around in gold, she's about to walk out the door, and the fairy godmother says, "But wait! You must not go because you must remember, it is very dangerous. It is that time of the month. You must not go without the golden Tampax." Now, this story has nothing to do with Prince Charles. So, she finds something, ways, and maybe one fits her out. Go to the ball. She goes to the ball, she meets the Prince Peter, she's dancing with the film stars, she's having a whale of a time. Suddenly the clock strikes 12. Guess who forgets the clock strikes 12? You're right, she forgets. And everything changes back to what it was before. And the golden Tampax changes back to a pumpkin. But that's why it's a fairy story, and that's why it has a happy ending. And that's why the prince's name was Peter. Peter the Pumpkin Eater. what extension. We filmed this beautiful scene in this lovely house, in Hollywood, of Nathalie McFungus coming down the staircase to meet her husband, Clam Dip. And the staircase does a very peculiar thing. It leads directly into the swimming pool. And you know why? Because the guy that built the house was a bloody idiot. And we had this wonderful scene where he's waiting for her at the bottom and he's treading water and flopping around. And she comes spiralling down this magnificent staircase. Oh, I mean the staircase is straight. She is smashed out of her brain. And she's wearing this really daring two-piece outfit. Sneakers. Open. So if you're looking for a little novelty number, I'd like to bring it to attention. I go tell on the Thicker Show tonight. If you see him around the shops in Mudgeeraba or all over the place, just do the right thing. Don't take any money in. Just carry a nice big raincoat. Do the right thing and nick a copy. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll start the show in 5 minutes. Thank you very much. So now we're going to do a little collection of songs from all the different periods of time. Just a little sample bag. Now Seamus's bag. Okay, a little sample bag of all the material from all over the world, from all the periods of time. Starting off, if I could, with a nice old song, Shh, from the Beatles. Which goes, a little less guitar, please. Georgie, can we take less guitar, please? Okay, oh, he's got it. It's a nice old song from the Beatles. Thank you very much. Okay? Good again? More light. Oh! I better prove it true. You're going to get a chance to fill out that introduction microphone. It goes like this, guys. Leprosy. Now we'll do it again. Now, from the Beatles, which goes... Leprosy. Things keep dropping off all over me. I'm not half the man I used to be. Or if you're a tradesman, we do things like, George, can you fix this guitar for me, this microphone for me, mate, it's drooping. Or if you're a tradesman, we do things like, if I were a carpenter, I'd screw you to the bed. Or nice old ballads, things like feelings. My teeth are full of feelings. Or if you can't keep up with your mortgage repayments, it's just knowing that your door is always open and your furniture is gone. Well, hello darkness, my old friend. I stub my bloody toe again. Or you've got like traditional songs, naughty songs, nice songs, things like, was it you who did the pushing? Put the stains upon the cushion, footprints on the dashboard upside down. Was it you, you sly old pecker? Meddle with me, girl, Rebecca. If it was, you better leave this town. Well, yes, it was me who did all the pushing. Put the stains upon your cushion, footprints on your dashboard upside down. But since I meddled with your daughter, I've had trouble passing water. So I think we're even all around. Or, George, is this microphone alright? Yeah, good, okay. Or if you're suffering from a wedding anniversary, we do things like, we got married last Friday. Everyone said it was my day, but when the guests were all gone, we were alone, side by side. We got ready for bed then, and I nearly dropped dead. Then because of teeth and her hair, she lay on a chair, side by side. Then to my amazement, out of the glass I did fall. Her arms and legs, she lay them side by side in the hall. Well, I was quite broken hearted, cause most of my wife had departed. So I slept on a chair, cause there was more of her there, side by side. Not that we're doing against the girls without doing one against the fellas, but there is one little song which is about the wives, which we have to do, because it is the fact that no matter who you marry, every wife has one flaw. Well, she might have her individual flaw, but every wife has this one flaw. And the flaw is she will tell her husband something and she'll think, we didn't hear it. So then she'll tell him again, still didn't go in. So then she'll go on again, then she'll go on again, then she'll go on again, then she'll go on again. I'll have a good woman, oh woman, it makes my day. It's probable proof of God's existence, posterior, but also I love breasts and arms and ankles, legs and knees. It's the tongue, and a woman that spoils the job for me. Understand, I respect and admire the first sex, and I honor them every bit as much as the next. original Billy, I just never noticed the lips. Well, I was moving when we got the organ, and she had to say I do. She gathered herself and she folded her arms and she took in her breath, and I knew she could have gone on again, till the entire congregation passed out and the vicar passed on the choir boys. Passed through puberty at the reception, I glibly noticed the family's jubilant too. Their maniacal laughter and their ghastly gratitude. She talks to me when I go for a sleep or a shave or a swim. She talks to me on a Sunday when I go singing hymns. But drinking heavily when I go many money roots. She's down there in the street. And at 95 on motorbike, she's on the brilliant seat, twittering on again. When I'm making a sleep, I'm thinking of drinking, or when I'm doing the love machine, when lots of look to me, she's one of those women too. When maybe it's real words with a couple of hours, and will easily do. She'll not take a hint, but once she's made a start, I can yawn or belt or bleed or faint or fart. She'll not have a syllable like to stand in front of a grimly sharp think up an axe, or sprinkle her with kerosene, and ask her for a match. She'll just go on again, even more. The hind leg of a donkey is peanuts to her. She can ball the balls of a bandit. Mother of God, I cried, won't you let your kingdom come? But in the meantime, I want you strike this bucket up. Well, believe it or not, she appeared to me then and there. The Blessed Virgin, in answer to my prayer, despite the vulgarity shimmering softly dressed in blue and holding up her hand, I cocked a pious ear as the Mother of God began. She just went on again. I must say how much I really sympathize with the rest of the family, gifts and women that just have a chance to talk, and thereupon they just go on again, and again. They just go on again. Here's one for all the fellas. Here's for all the fellas whose backs go out more than they do. When the moment he comes home, his wife is feeling very affectionate. He's called upon to rise to the occasion. And for some inexplicable reason, he can't get there. And this is a little ballad dedicated to that moment in his life called Not Tonight, Marie. Not tonight, Marie. It's been a day. Our dreams gone down and bills to pay. A lousy boss, double cross, and golden chances slipped away. I'm tired, Marie, and so depressed. I hid my eyes whilst you undressed. It's been a long, hard day for me on tour, and so Marie, not tonight, Marie. Not tonight, Marie. Your hands are cold. I almost feel I'm growing old. I feel less hairs and need for chairs. I dreaded hearing fortunes told. You're beautiful, I'm proud to say, but please don't wear that negligee. You're lying much too close to me on tour, so not tonight, Marie. Oh God, Marie, I haven't got a chance. You simply cast that sidelong glance. You set the room with slow perfume and let your lovely fingers dance. Your lovely lingering fingernails, a heartless trick I'd never find. You're lying much too close to me on tour, so not tonight, Marie. Not tonight, Marie. The full moon shines. I'm showing all the danger signs. To hell with rest, I'll thumb my chest and swing across the room on vines. Marie, I don't know when or how. Marie, you really had it now. Some night you won't get through to me, oh God, but not tonight, Marie. We've met Georgie Thompson from Robina, we've got the folks here from the bowling club. We are looking for sporting clubs, social clubs who'd like a night out. it's just good friendship, and we like football clubs if they got supporters. We like golf clubs as we do, and for anyone who watches the cricket, we do things like little boxes made for cricketers, and to shove one down your trousers to protect you from the game. There's a pink one, there's a blue one, there's one made from aluminium, but if you stop a googly, it'll hurt you just the same. And now here's the song. Strong instructions. Okay, here's the last little song. It's a friend of mine called Bernard Cody who wrote a wonderful song about the game of cricket. I said, how can you write a song about the game of cricket? He said, it's so straightforward. He said, no. He said, right, the same game of cricket's got all the expressions. Balls get, wait a minute, it's okay, wait a minute. He's got balls got caught slips, maidens getting bowled over. He said, you got all these expressions in the game of cricket. He said, the real game of cricket isn't played on the pitch. The real game of cricket is played in bed. So here's a little song about the game of cricket, which you'll suddenly understand what a joke it all is. It goes like this. Be my cricket mama, let me go for broke, drive me hard through the covers with a well-timed stroke. I don't want no leg lands on a short pitch chat, watch the way I swing my bat. We'll be some partnership, no one-day match. You my wicket maiden, me your easy catch. My leather on your willow would be my reward. I need to get some runs on your board. So let's not talk about sundries, 'cause when they total up our score, I'll be your easy single if you'll be my leg before. And when the game is over, we'll have wickets in hand. I'd even like to let you see the members stand. I don't want no leg lengths or no Sheffield Shield. Let me see you place your field with your deep fine leg and your extra point. Our run will never cease. I won't be daring to think of declaring till I got you in the crease. And when the light is fading and the rain stops playing, I'll be your night watchman day all day. So let's be cricket lovers, now the season's here, and maybe make it last all year. Come on, make it last all year. How's that? And this is a friend of mine who wrote some wonderful songs, and one day we were in Darwin and he came and he said, I got the flu, I can't work. I said, oh, what are we going to do? He said, it's okay, I've written a song. Well, it's not quite the same, except that this song was so good that I thought I really should use this song. So this is a little one for Gail O'Brien, or anyone who works in the chemist. Do you work in the chemist shop, Gail? Give it up. This is the song, it's about the flu. This is the song for, he wrote the song because this is a song for anyone who's got the flu, getting the flu, had the flu, or you'd like to go to bed with someone particular but you're afraid they might have the flu. And this is a little song about the flu. Thank you very much. She said. I'm taking 2 kinds of nasal decongestant. I'm chock full of pseudoephedrine. My overflowing sinus shows no signs of dryness. I'm an aching mucus-making machine. I got Vaseline smeared in my nostrils. I got a eucalyptus poultice in my shoes. I got the sniffling analgesic decongestant pseudoallergenic bronchial dilated blues. I got the bronchial dilated blues. I got a cough that emphysemics would be proud of, but this expectorant has filled me up for days. Ipecacuanha, well, manana sinavana, as I stagger through a histaminic haze. The Sudafed, ethoxycolin, codeine, not to mention many other potent brews. I got the sniffling and inflammatory chronic upper respiratory bronchial dilated blues. I got the bronchial dilated blues, and it's costing me a fortune while they're searching for a cure. Well, people say my attitude's the wrong one. They say you gotta love your disease. But one antibiotic is the slightest bit erotic when you sleep with it and all you get's a wheeze. They say it's never ending once you get it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to lose. An attitude unwholesome while I'm sniffing Friar's balsam for benzocaines and phenols that are stressing my adrenals. Oh Lord, please let there be a mystic magic panacea for the sniff of analgesic, just a suit of unchained bronchial dilated blues. I got the bronchial dilated blues. Now we have been asked to do a little song, put a few little messages into the show. We get requests from all sorts of people, but this is the most unusual one. Because the smoking regulations have now affected everything we do, we have a little song which we are going to sing right from now, right through to next Christmas, because it's actually the show for this year that tells you exactly how and why and what you should know about smoking. Here's one person who has a Christmas thing to look forward to, who smokes. Watch this. It goes. On the first day of warning, the government said to me, change to a lower time brand. On the second day of warning, the government said to me, take fewer puffs and change to a lower time brand. On the third day of warning, the government said to me, leave a longer stop, take fewer puffs and change to a lower time brand. There are 9 to go. The government said to me, chronic heart disease, leave a longer stop, take fewer puffs and change to a lower time brand. On the 5th day of warning, the government said to me, inhale less. Chronic heart disease, leave a longer stop, take fewer puffs and to a lower time brand. On the 6th day of warning, the government said to me, up go the taxes, inhale less. Chronic heart disease, leave a longer stop, take fewer puffs. On the 7th day of warning, the government said to me, tarry, tarry lungs, furry, furry tongues, nasty yellow fingers, everywhere you go, ashtrays overflow, the smell of smoke still lingers. Chum on the way up, the taxi, inhale less, chronic heart disease, leave a longer stop, take fewer puffs. On the 8th day of warning, the government said to me, horrid better, but chum on the way up, the taxi, inhale less, chronic heart disease, leave a longer stop, take fewer puffs. On the 9th day of warning, the government said to me, nice girls, they're like a hard feather bed, chum on the way up, the taxi, inhale less, chronic heart disease, leave a longer stop. On the 10th day of warning, the government said to me, pain and dejection, loss of erection, nice girls, they're like a hard feather bed, chum on the way up, the taxi, inhale less, chronic heart disease, leave a longer stop. On the 11th day of warning, the government said to me, just as we predicted, hopelessly afflicted, window restricted, desperately addicted, you'll be left to die, soul shall bright, lights will grab, your destiny, you'll be taken breath, thread the breath, tumor the rain, after taxi, inhale less, chronic heart disease, leave longer stop, take your pass, and choke your love. On the 12th day of warning, I said to the government, oh, I don't give a fucking enough. And now, here's a little song for someone who's over the hill and gaining speed. When he has a birthday, the candles cost more than the cake. I asked who it is, they told me. This is a song called The Oldest Swinger in Town, and this is for Seamus O'Brien. When you score a girl in a disco bar, take her home in your snappy little car. Then you find you went to school with a ma and pa, you're the oldest swinger in town. When you can't look in the mirror in the light of day, swear you've dyed it when your hair goes grey. You slip off your ankles but Now it takes a little less time each week. Kids don't understand the word you speak. You walk into a disco and they offer you a seat. You're the oldest swinger in town. You prefer a glass of beer to a Bundy and Coke. The sounds are too loud and there's too much smoke. You love another dance but you're scared you'd have a stroke. You're the oldest swinger in town. Oh, here you come with your chest all bare. You got a little gold ingot, a lot of gold hair. Like the disco king meets Humphrey Bear. You're the oldest swinger in town. When you're feeling as stiff as a skinhead's boot, rub on Vic where you used to splash fruit. And the latest punk fashion is your winning suit. You're the oldest swinger in town. When you have to go shopping for your sex appeal, Travolta shades and 9-inch heels. They say a man is just as old as the woman he feels. You're the oldest swinger in town. Oh, here you come with your lips closed tight. You'd love to smile, but it wouldn't look right. Because your dentures glow in ultraviolet light. And you look so mean because your pants are too tight. And it takes you all night to do what you get to do all night. You're the oldest swinger in town. Share the break! Now, a lot of you might think if the Australian folk songs come from the Irish or the English, this isn't actually true. We found a very beautiful one which comes directly from the Japanese. I don't sing the original Japanese version, I sing the translation. If any of you know the chorus, please feel free to join in. If you do join in, don't stop halfway through. That's known as chorus interrupters. It goes like this. Ha! Who wants a diamond samurai? Camp beside a roses pond. Under the shade of a cherry brush tree. And he rocked as he sang and he waited till his sucky boil. You come along, see my geisha. Down came a geisha to swim in that lotus pond. Hop, jump, the samurai, and glide